Pleasant morning children, happy to see you all again. In previous session we have learnt about the disease causing microorganism in human beings. In this session we are going to learn the disease causing microorganism in plants as well as the animals. So microorganisms cause disease not only in the human beings but also in plants as well as the animals. So first we are going to discuss the disease causing microorganism in animals. The person named Robert Koch in the year 1876, he found the bacterium which caused disease called anthrax disease. This disease is caused by the bacteria called Bacillus anthracis. Okay, the bacteria name is Bacillus anthracis and the disease name is anthrax disease. It is very fatal disease. What is fatal? It can lead to the death. It is mostly found in the animals and in the human beings. Okay. So the disease name is anthrax disease and it is caused by the microorganism bacteria. The name of the bacteria, it is Bacillus anthracis. And the next microorganism, it is virus, and this caused the disease called foot and mouth disease. This is often found in the cattle. The foot and mouth of the cattle is get affected here. This is because of the virus. So this is the some of the disease causing microorganism in animals, and next some of the disease causing microorganism in plants. Here I have listed the plant disease, microorganisms and the mode of transmission. First, citrus canker. It is a plant disease and which is affected by the bacteria, and the mode of transmission is air. So by the name of the citrus, you can able to understand it affects the lemon and the orange variety of plants. So this is affected by the bacteria and the mode of transmission. That is, this bacteria transfer from one place to other plant by the air. And next it is rust of wheat. And this is affected by the fungi and mode of transmission is by air and seeds. So here the part of the plant that is seed is get affected, rust of the wheat. So rust like it is like powder, it is get damaged, and this is get transmitted by air and the seeds to the other plants and it affects the other plants too. And next it is yellow vein mosaic of bindi. What is bindi? It is lady's finger. Here the lady's finger plant is get affected by the action of virus and it is get transmitted by insect. So this is for controlling this microorganisms, we are using chemicals to kill this microbes to have the better yield. So these are the some of the disease causing microorganism in plants as well as the animals. I hope you are clear with the disease causing microorganism in plants as well as the animals. Now we are going to discuss about food poisoning. What is the reason for food poisoning? Food poisoning, it is because of intake of contaminated food. So we are intaking the contaminated food which may leads to the food poisoning. What is this contaminated food? It is because of the action of microorganisms in the food, that is of bacteria and virus. So this grows on the food and release the toxic substance in the food, and if we intake that poisonous food, will leads to the food poisoning. And what are the causes of this food poisoning? So causes, that is consuming the uncooked or raw food, that is without cooking. If you are intaking food, this may also leads to the food poisoning because some of the microorganisms might be there. If you are cooking, it may get killed there and we can come out of the food poisoning. Okay, and next it is intake of food that had crossed the expiry date. If you are intaking the food which has crossed the expiry date, so there might be the action of microorganisms will be there. If you intake, it may leads to the food poisoning. And next, consumption of food handled by someone suffering from vomit or diarrhea. So if the person has handled the food, that is person suffering from vomit and diarrhea, if you are intaking that food, it may also lead to food poisoning because the microorganisms get affected the food that we are eating also. So what are the symptoms? Symptoms, it is abdominal pain, that is the pain in the abdominal region, and next it is vomiting, taking out the undigested food, and diarrhea, it is the releasing of watery stool, that condition it is called as diarrhea. So these are the symptoms of food poisoning. Next it is about prevention. Next, it is prevention method, that is how to prevent this food poisoning. First, practice good hand hygiene, that is we have to keep our hands very clean, that is before and after the meal you have to clean your hands. Next, it is clean and disinfect food preparation, that is where you are cooking the food, no, that place has to be very clean and it should not be affected by any microorganism. At last, it is preservation of the food. So if you are intaking the food that is more than 2 to 3 days, this food have to be get preservated. So in the next class we will discuss about the preservation of the food, how to preserve the food. Okay, thank you.